Hey guys, just a little quick note here before you guys listen to this episode. We did get some new mics for this latest one, and although the sound quality of our voices is a lot better, I did forget to put the noise cancellation onto the stronger mode. So there is going to be a little bit of music and stuff in the background. But yeah, hope you guys can bear with that. And next time, the noise cancellation should be better. So yeah. Hope you guys like this episode. What are we doing today?
Yo! Hello. Hello.
This is you got to move that
This
bench
back.
further back. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna bust out a nice shoulder day today.
Yep.
Just all delts, and I think today we're gonna just talk about fitness as a business and how we got into it and what it's like being a coach in this day and age, so to speak.
Okay, cool.
Shall we start warming up? Shoulder
good.
press, lateral raise.
This is going to be a quick one, right?
Yeah, like 30, 40 minutes, yeah.
But still technically going to be a full
Yeah,
episode.
you don't need to do
Doesn't need to be an hour each time.
especially for delts. What do you want to do for shoulder press warm up?
Probably 70.
Excuse me?
Just kidding. You can
Okay.
start. I'll follow your lead since you're leading today's workout
Okay,
and everything.
I'll start. You can start chatting.
Cool. Well, I guess the first thing that we could talk about from this perspective, this is interesting. It's like the first thing we've never really talked about anything financial.
Yeah.
I'm not a financial advisor by any means.
Yeah, and this is NFA, not
But,
financial advice.
yeah, no, it's actually a huge part of the fitness industry, right? Like, especially as a personal trainer or a business owner or some form of entrepreneur, you're always going to figure out how you can make this into some form of a way to, kind
Yeah.
of compensate your lifestyle or kind of make sure that you can survive off of doing this, right? There's different ways you can do that.
It's definitely not easy. Like, I don't want to say like, oh, this job is so effing hard. I just mean like to build a good business, it takes a lot of time, right? Because it's a service-based industry. So you have to kind of develop, relationships and a referral network. That takes a long time. It's not like,
It happens overnight.
exactly, like I've been doing this for since I was 19. How old am I? 30?
Plus,
Plus 5. They're perpetually 30. And yeah, dude, I wouldn't say I was really like doing well by any means, quote unquote, until maybe like the last 5 years.
but currently you're more in the business owner space, right? Like
Yes.
you are technically by trade personal trainer. This counts for me as well. We both have our own businesses
Yeah.
that we've established with the province and everything to make things legitimate.
I like how you threw that in there in case the government's listening. We pay our taxes.
We pay our taxes.
Everything's legit.
Yeah,
Like,
too legit to quit.
yeah.
But like beforehand, first coming into it, more so for you because I came into this a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Not really fresh out of school or whatever. Kind of happened a lot later for me. But you were more of a transitionary, like you started as like an employee, as a worker.
Yes.
No,
All yours, dude. All yours. Yeah, yeah.
As a worker,
Yeah.
and you're just getting paid like minimum wage, whatever.
Yeah.
None of these ideas were in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, it wasn't really like a scalable thing that you could
Business.
support your lifestyle
Yeah.
with. Start a family, buy a home, or rent a larger home, or whatever the case might be. So it's like interesting to talk about ways that you can try and like get it to the point where it can be your main source of income, which I think like, especially for you, but like for both of us, it's like the main source of revenue right now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah.
So I think talking about those kind of things would be interesting to hear from an outsider's perspective.
Yeah.
And then there's different like
Levels.
outlets or venues that you can
Yeah.
choose in this particular field. But first off, you have to be good at it. I think we're pretty good at it.
I'd like to think so.
And second off, it has to be a passion, right? You
Yes.
can't just I'm going to be a personal trainer and be like the opposite. Like there's an image, right?
I think
there's an image that goes with if you're gonna train someone and help them become fit.
Yeah.
then I think it's bar none. There's a prerequisite of you having to be fit as well.
Oh, 100%, right?
Which is why, like, no disrespect, but when I see some people that are personal trainers out there,
Yeah.
and they're not exuding that image, I'm like, how are you getting clients?
Well, it's like if you
I don't
hire,
mean to be rude, but like, how are you getting clients?
if you hire someone, let's say you want to learn guitar or piano.
Yeah.
You gotta hire someone who plays guitar or piano.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not gonna hire someone who's like, well, I read all the research.
Exactly.
And I know all the musical history and
But I don't know how to
musical
play.
technique, but I don't know how to play myself.
But I can teach you.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like the exact same concept.
That is the best analogy, I think. Dude, did you get smarter since this
I
break?
did, yeah.
We got new mics.
I lost a little bit of body fat and it was all in my brain.
Holy shit. Okay, you hit this. I'm gonna bring our coffees.
Yep, sounds good. Heavy breathing and awkward silence that you'll need to cut there a little bit, but
Maybe I'll just leave it in. And yes, this is McDonald's. Sponsor us.
McDonald's coffee.
We like your coffee. Just your coffee.
Yeah, literally nothing else. But yeah, like you were saying while you do your set here, I'll kind of elaborate on like my experience to get to kind of like the position that I'm in, where I'm lucky enough to have like a full roster of clients. I'm busy morning to night. You know, I'm in a good spot right now, but it took a long time, right? Like, and especially if this is something that maybe people that are listening are like, oh, would this be a cool career to try or do? But yeah, first thing, you have to have a passion for it, obviously. I obviously love what I do, so I like being here all day.
What don't you love about it?
Last minute cancellations.
And?
When people surprise you and bring 7 of their friends to a workout.
And?
I mean,
There's
I
one
love.
more. I'm looking for one more.
I love getting up at 5 a.m. every
There
day.
it is.
I love it. It's the best.
It's the best.
I love getting
I
up
get
at
to wake up early,
Yeah.
5 in the morning.
5 in the morning every day.
Get to train my clients. what's the actual thing? Careful beside you. You might
yeah.
drop your cup.
From,
What's the actual quote from Nacho Libre?
Nacho Libre?
He's like,
Well, I think she's like, how do you like being a monk or something? He's like, I love it.
it's the best.
It's the best. I get up every day at 5 a.m. I eat the same food every day.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, like when I started, when I was 19, it was, and then most trainers start here. You're not gonna like immediately go and build a roster of high-paying clients. Like I grinded out at least 8 years working for gyms. And when you're doing that, you know, the gym charges X amount of dollars for personal training. You get a very small amount of that. You get like maybe 15 to 20 bucks an hour.
When you're contracted, when you're an employee
When you're
of
an
the
employee.
gym.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
You're making like pretty shit money.
Yeah,
at that
it's
point.
like 30% or less of what the gym charges for the training package, right? But the benefit of doing it that way, when you're new in the industry, is you don't have to look for your own clients.
They just get funneled to you.
Everything gets funneled to you. So it's a good way to like develop like your base, kind of like learn about the business. You learn from it as an employee, but then you also see how like, you know, gyms are bringing in clients and stuff like that. And then that eventually branches out into you get a couple really good clients that will follow you if you leave. And then from there, it's like you're kind of doing your own thing. And then you kind of, expropriates.
Expropriate.
Yeah, you see that?
I hope that's a word.
I don't know. Don't check. I don't know that. I don't know if that applies. When in Rome, you know.
San Diego.
San Diego. But
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Especially like, I think probably the last thing about the earlier stages of being a PT. You want to hit your set?
Yes, sir.
The main thing you're trying to gather there, looking back, obviously you probably don't think about it in the moment when you're that young. You're just thinking about making money and buying stupid whatever, supplements and whatever. Like you don't even know how to manage your money back then. But the main thing you're looking for there is experience, right? Yeah. So it's not that big of a deal if you're not making $100 a client, $150 a client at that point, because you're young. You're in your early 20s, maybe even late teens, and you're just getting in the game. But you know you have a passion for it. So take those few years to figure out how to build the programs, see results, and like you said, from that big gym, take the influx of clients that are given to you. Yeah. Because that is the easiest that it'll ever be. Because
Yeah.
once you're out
By
of that
yourself.
situation on your own, then you're like a wolf, and you have to figure out how to find
You're
your
a
own
lone
prey.
wolf.
You're a
You're
lone
an-
wolf. Figure
you're
out
an
how to find
alpha.
your own prey.
Yeah.
And that's the most interesting and challenging part in this whole game is like starting fresh. I remember when I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take some clients, and I started with like one or two,
Yeah.
but that was through networking and through chatting, and it kind of happened organically. Like a lot of this happened organically, just like
It's 100% a referral business.
yeah.
Yeah, 100% a referral business. And you know, because I'm so extremely popular and busy, I
I
was
was gonna say really
really good looking.
Good looking.
Because I'm extremely popular and busy, you know, I was able to funnel some people your way and give this guy get a little start in the industry.
I don't know if it was a start. It was actually like not halfway
I'm
through.
just messing with you.
No, but to your credit though, having hired me at F45 in 2018
Yeah.
was a big culprit of like, or a big reason why I even kind of went into this realm, because while I was training people there, they're like, hey, you train people on the side? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
And they're like, you should. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
You're like, hold on, there's something here.
Wait.
Yeah, there's something here.
And then I saw, you know, Mr. Krabs, the dollar sign.
the dollar signs, money, 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 money.
Are we going
But yeah,
higher in this?
Let's do, yeah, I'll go 70 maybe.
Sure.
That's one side of it, and then obviously there's the other side you just said at 45, where it's like being an owner of a gym, and then we also had that brief gym that we own together.
Well, we can even talk about the idea, like we've pondered potentially doing something, you know, it's just a theory right now, but like we've already experienced how much goes into actually opening a
Yeah.
physical space.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
we could even touch on that
Yeah.
and reasons why we haven't done so.
And like the pros and cons
Yeah,
of both. Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, owning your own gym is great. Like, I'm gonna use F45 as an example. It is a bit of a different thing because like this is personal training. F45 is like that kind of group, and I have obviously great partners, so I'm able to like mitigate my responsibilities among
You're not
a team.
fully alone.
Exactly.
And it's also like the franchise model is a little different than
Yes.
like having to open up your own gym where you
Yes.
do everything on your own,
Yes,
right?
100%.
Because you kind of follow a bit of a schematic a little bit. Or
Yeah,
correct
you
me
have
if I'm wrong.
franchise like guidelines.
Yeah.
Right? Like you have a marketing portfolio, you have advertising, you have the insurance, you have the branding backing the business itself. So going through a franchise is definitely beneficial for sure. And it's a nice like thing to do in tandem with what I'm doing right now, which is personal training. So it's all fitness, it's just like different avenues and ways. And then there's also the third way, which I saw in our topic there, is branching out into online. Because like, how can you scale this business, right? Like there's only one of me and I can only work maybe 50 hours a week. Like,
Don't be a fucking bitch. You can do 60. I'm
Like-
just kidding.
you know what? But it's tiring, dude. Like
I'm just kidding.
I love the job, but after 10 hours of talking with people, you get a little burnt out, right?
well,
So
you're not just a personal trainer.
yeah,
You're a therapist,
therapist, relationship.
doctor.
Yeah,
relationship
yeah,
expert.
gay best friend.
Facts.
Like there's a lot that goes into it. It's a very people-oriented business, so obviously you have to be a people person. You got to like be able to talk 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day. And then and like the way you scale it really is not that you're either gonna go online or you have to have a team of trainers under you, which is like,
Yeah, scaling is a lot harder when you
or you just keep increasing your prices. Like that's like
exactly like you get full at a certain point when you're alone.
yeah,
Once you bring a team on of equally or maybe just slightly lesser than you, just so you remain the top dog. And I'm just kidding. They have to be equally as knowledgeable.
yeah,
Then you can start obviously getting more clients because you have more bodies. But yeah, back to the online thing is probably the best way
that's
to
a big
go about it. And
that's a big trend
we've
right now
seen
too.
it- What do you mean? It's been a
Yeah.
trend for like a deck. That's mine. Yours is behind you.
Yep.
Always does this, guys. He
Sorry.
always drinks my coffee. Always
It's
drinks
okay.
my freaking coffee.
It's all good.
Well, one second. I'm just gonna take my sweater off. The online thing, so many influencers, so many online personalities, not even
I-
influencers, actual qualified personal trainers and like competitors and all these people have figured out a way
To monetize their
monetize
brand,
themselves.
Yeah.
And it's the best way because it's the most hands off.
And it's infinitely scalable.
Infinitely scalable,
Yeah.
100%. Which is, you know, at that point, you're kind of getting into the like making money while you're sleeping area,
Yeah.
which is the ultimate goal for financial freedom. Still figuring that one out.
You and me both, dude.
Get there one day.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
the goal.
That's the grind, my dude. That's
Oh, we
the
got
grind.
maybe one. You got one
I would
more.
do
Yeah.
it with 20s, to be honest. 15's kind of light.
Yeah. Well, that was my last one, but you could do a set of 20.
So yeah, have you made any plans to kind of get the online?
Yeah, kind of slowly.
It's
like
a lot. A lot is required for
It
it
is,
to
yeah.
run. There's a lot of
automation.
I'm kind of in the process, but I still. There's first of all, you need social proof. So you
Online,
have to start posting.
yeah.
It's just part of the game. You have to be online and post, which I have to start doing again.
Yeah, that's definitely a big thing. That's why I've been a lot more active on social media, is because to start kind of building your brand. Because to go online, it's like in person is one thing, but when you go online, people are trusting based on what they see, right? And I think with online training, you also then have to have a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Testimonials. Where it's
Yeah,
like people who've
proof.
worked with you only online and have gotten results.
Proof of concept.
Proof of concept, right? So
Yeah.
it's like the initial stage is a bit harder. I'm just gonna grab my little sandwich there. What do you want to do next?
I'm following your lead today.
All right. Cable face pull.
Sounds good.
A little
They're fun.
McDonald's break in between. Sorry, I'm feeling
Dude,
a
I
little.
thought you were a personal trainer.
I'm gonna put it in my macro counter. I'll count it.
I'm gonna put these 70s away. What'd you say was next?
As long as you're counting, as long as you're fucking tracking.
I'd say that's probably the healthiest item at McDonald's, though.
Is this the ham and egg?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty tasty actually.
And then, believe it or not, the fillet of fish.
Filet-O-Fish is goated. People sleep on that.
That is, without question, one of the best macros on a
Fast
McDonald's sandwich.
food. Yeah.
And
I actually used to eat a lot of Filet-O-Fish because when I was younger, like, I got Eastern European parents, okay? They never took us to McDonald's.
they're like, Mathieu, you go to McDonald's, you eat fillet of fish.
I make McDonald's for you at home, and it's like borscht. You know what I mean? That's us, buddy. That's us. Anyways,
Sorry about that.
so what I was
McDonald's is so good.
what I was saying was, fuck, I lost my train of thought there. We're talking about the McDonald's stuff.
Yeah, so best breakfast sandwich is
Yes.
the Egg McMuffin.
Yes.
And then the best sandwich, like lunch sandwich or whatever.
Is the Filet-O-Fish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was saying when I was younger, when we would go to McDonald's like once a month when my parents would treat us, they'd always make me get Filet-O-Fish because my dad is like, this is the healthiest one, it's fish.
Yeah.
So I used to actually have
And
a
he's
Filet-O-Fish. Yeah. Dude, old school, man, he knows. Okay, we're gonna do face pull, and then why don't we do barbell front raise?
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. Anyways, back to the actual topic. We got off topic about the McDonald's.
Great franchise, great business, great industry.
Yeah, I mean, that guy fucking nailed it for sure. So one of the things we could talk about in relation to fitness is what it would be like to open a gym now, or even just start online training now, because it's so saturated. Like online training especially, dude, oh my God. Every single thing I come across fitness related, if I go to the profile, no matter if the content creator has 100 followers or 1,000 or 10,000, every single one,
Yeah,
link in bio.
Yep.
Yeah, come look at my program, link in bio. And some of them are like 14, like a 14-year-old kid with like 10 minutes of gym experience.
Yeah.
Is like, check here if you want to be a client, like click this link.
Good for them for trying.
I was gonna say like it's, but I almost feel like some people are now looking at it as like a get rich quick scheme,
100%.
or just like a way to make a couple bucks on the side.
So how do you stand out?
That, my friend,
you just need
is the
results, right? You need to post your results.
I think results, experience, time.
You need to market. There has to be some marketing. It can't just all be organic, especially today. It could have been back in the day, back in early Insta.
Testimonials.
Back when there was those like PDF. Remember you would buy training from like whoever, Steve Cook or someone that you admired at the time, and you would pay like $40 and
you get like a 12-week
you would just
program.
get a PDF. And then the next phase was actual monitored, like one-on-one online
Like when
coaching.
you would like check in with them.
And there would be like weekly or bi-weekly check-ins,
Yeah.
and you would actually talk to the person. I actually dabbled a little bit in that. I had like 5-6 online clients,
Really?
but
How did that go?
I wasn't organized enough.
It's a lot.
To be straight up honest, I was in my like early mid-20s, like 23, 24.
Oh, so you did this like a little while back.
This was when I was like trying real hard on the IG, and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
I was like doing the whole fitness influencer thing, posting all those pics, shirtless pics.
Oh, good times. I
Yeah.
have all of them saved.
I don't want to just be doing that, That's why I stopped.
Well, people don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like that was early Instagram.
Yeah,
Like now it's like, okay, cool, you're ripped.
you need some substance.
So is like 9,000 other people.
which is
like-
wild because only 1%, not even, of the population's like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, but they're all.
But they're all on,
IG.
yeah.
like-
It's like tailored to you, right?
Crazy.
The algorithm knows. You're
Yeah.
seeing like 0.1%
Yeah.
of the population.
Of the population.
But
And you're
all
like,
the
why
time.
can't I look like that? How
Yeah.
about you just like try and look better? you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, back to what I was saying. I did try that out, and I was having like
So that
weekly,
what
bi-weekly
was your
calls.
experience with that? Like,
It kind of goes back to like the in-person thing where you need to make yourself more available, right?
yeah,
So you could get to a point where if you have to do all those custom one-on-one programs for people and have in-person calls with them, it's not as taxing or like time intensive as being here for 8 hours
Yeah.
and training because like when you have 8 clients on the go here, you're at work for 8 hours.
It's
you have
different.
nothing else you can do.
yeah.
In that respect, it's a little better because you work online, you make their programs, and then you send it and you're good. Then you just have
You have to check in.
call them,
Yeah.
which is like a hour call.
Yeah.
So there's less time required, so you could do more of it. But I could see it getting to a point where if you have enough clients,
Yeah, like
let's say
100
like
or something.
double
Yeah.
or triple the amount that you'd have in a one-on-one in
Yeah.
person, it could get to the point where you're like, shit, I don't have time for anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think that if you're going to do the online training, you need to make it in such a way. I've been trying to do my set for like
An hour.
I'm just talking though.
It's all good. It's all good.
You need to do it in such a way that you get the client, you funnel them based on their goal, then they're automatically sent
Into
through
like
a
a-
system
yeah,
to
yeah.
that program, and the program gets sent to them via email. It has to be like all like a funnel, automated, and then it's done within your app. Like in my training app that I use, HubFit, this is all possible. So I've been like tinkering
Shout out
with
to
it.
HubFit.
I said PubFit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
Okay.
just
I
kidding.
was like, isn't it?
So like I think that's the way to go where you can make
Yeah.
it most automated and still check in with them like on a weekly basis, but have it so that you don't have to put as much effort as a
AI.
one-on-one. That
AI,
way,
bro.
you could do the online and then you could do the in-person during your workday.
Yeah.
And then the online is kind of like
So
while
it's
you're
like,
sleeping.
like extra income. Yeah.
That's
I
like
think,
where my head's at.
Well, I'm gonna give you my experience because I did the old school online, where it was what you said, where it's like you make a bunch of programs and you sell the programs. You remember this because I came
This
to you.
is a one-time purchase though.
Yeah.
What I was talking was recurring monthly.
Recurring. Yeah.
That's
So-
for custom.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the way it's going now. I think people still do the online programs, but it's not as lucrative.
Yeah.
Like more people are doing the personalized weekly or monthly check-ins. Because I did it for like, I spent like 8 months putting together like 3 12-week programs. I took I took photos of every exercise, how to do it. Like I made a really good like PDF, like file. And I was selling it for $40. Spent 8 months doing it, spent all this money on a website, all this shit. We sold 2 copies. because we did like zero marketing. We had no idea what we were doing.
Well,
like
it's because your partner
was
had
yeah.
like 20,000 followers, which at the time was a lot.
Yeah,
And then he
this was
just
like
kinda
IG in like 2016. So I was like, oh my God, this guy's got so many followers.
we're gonna sell programs.
Yeah, and then I just, okay, I'll text you.
Sounds
Bye.
good.
Anyway, and then yeah, like it just was a colossal waste of time because I wasn't prepared. I had no idea what I was doing. I kind of just.
And then
I
he
think
also just kind of fucked off too, right?
Yeah, he left, and
just
I
left.
think at the time too, in my head, it was like a get rich quick scheme. Like I was invested in it, but in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna make so much money doing this. Like I'm gonna sell, programs $40. If I sell 1,000 of them, I'm gonna make 40 grand. Like I was so excited about it, and then I sold like 2 or 3. One of which was my mom. So you know what I mean?
Shout out to the parents.
Shout out to the parents.
They always gotta support.
They always support. Machu's the best. He is number one. That's
Filet
you.
of fish.
That's for you, Mom.
But-
So yeah, that was my experience with online. Now I have 2 clients that are online, and I do what you said. It's like a recurring thing. I put their program up through Everfit. Shout out to Everfit. See which one sponsors us first. I put their program through that, and then just once a month I'll hop on a call or we text throughout the week, update their program, and they've been going for a couple months. So the goal is to do like a hybrid where it's like, half my income's coming from online and half is coming from in person, and I can take a little bit of time off of being in the gym fucking 50 hours a week, right? Especially if
Yeah.
you're like, bro, I'm getting married this year. I gotta start a family at some point. Like I can't be out of the house 14 hours a day. Like,
Yeah.
my future wife is gonna be pretty cheesed.
Yeah.
So that's my goal, is kind of just move into like a hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
And then like what we talked about too briefly, and still in the pipeline,
It's like in the back burner.
is
It's
like
in the
opening
back
up
of the brain.
opening up back of the plane,
Brain.
opening up another studio, right? But then we've already done it once, and we know like the costs associated with it. Like you have to do everything yourself.
I saw a couple properties like in the past few months.
Yeah.
And obviously prices now are
Redonkulous. Yeah.
And you need to factor, let's say, obviously, more often than not, you're going to be renting a place, because
Mm-hmm.
most businesses starting out, especially gyms or fitness studios or whatever, they're not going to have the capital to
buy
put like a few mil down
unit.
to actually buy the space. If you do, power to you, that's great. Then you're a commercial property owner.
And a business owner.
And a business owner.
Yeah,
You
10 out
get
of
2
10.
birds, 1 stone. But
Yeah.
in most cases, you're going to be renting from a landlord. They're going to be charging you a premium price. You have to negotiate if you can have a build out, or if
Yeah.
sometimes they'll be like, no, you have
Yeah.
to work with what the space is. And
like-
then it doesn't fit your aesthetic or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because like for our example, we want a certain look,
aesthetic,
kind of like
yeah.
a little bit of a higher end vibe.
Yeah.
And you have to negotiate these things, especially if you're going to be renting. And so you're adding the cost of the monthly rent from your leasing agreement, and then you have to also add the cost of this build out, and then you also have to add
Then
the
there's
cost
utilities,
of marketing, utilities,
just fucking everything.
This is before you even get people in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we have a certain base of clients that would come right away. Let's
Yeah.
say like 40, 50, 60 people.
Yeah.
So we know we would be making money covering the rent after it starts.
Yeah.
But that initial like phase 1 of building the thing out, getting it how we want it to look, getting all the systems in place is the roadblock.
And then
that-
there's delays, red tape.
Yeah.
Like I went through with
There's always going to be more expenses than you think.
I went through with F45, and that was with partners that have already done it 3 times before. They already knew what was happening. It was still a bit of a nightmare. Like you said, negotiating rent, then doing build out, and then there's delays in construction. And once everything's done, you're just, for 2, 3, 4 months, you're just constantly losing money. And then after that's all said and done, there's the upkeep, maintenance. Then if you have your own place, then you look at equipment. That costs a fuck ton of money. Then there's just...
Equipment-wise, you can either rent or buy.
Yeah.
I think in our case, we talked about starting renting would make the most sense. But then you're
100%.
locked into another rental agreement.
That's what I'm saying. It's like bills on bills on bills.
Yeah.
We got a good thing going right now at Torque. Shout out to Torque Barbell. It's the spot, 253 Norseman Street.
Jesus.
I'm dropping the pin. Anyway, but yeah, like it's nice that the setup we have here because we're just paying the rental fee as contractors. So it's like every time I think about, it's exciting to want to open at the gym, and I definitely want to do it some point in the near future. But then you start to balance like cost versus like right now, like the income versus what I'm paying for rent is like so negligible. But then if we have our own space,
but
it's
still
like
sucks.
It's I mean rent is rent. Yeah, you got to pay it.
Never like paying.
But
rent.
then it's like you got to triple your rental probably just for if you were just you and me lease a place, and then on top of that, then you got every other thing. So it's like you have the freedom. It's a hard situation to be in.
It's a toss up, especially when you have a certain vision of like how you want the space to look. Yeah. It's hard to kind of compromise and bring that look down or that overarching idea down a few notches.
Because you get so excited, right?
And then you're like, okay, I found a good space. Like we found a solid space. The pricing was abysmal. The space itself needed a shit ton of work.
Yeah.
And then after you price it all out, you're like, this makes absolutely no sense. Like we are gonna be so in the hole.
Yeah.
But
I think it'll come. It's just
There's even the option of like, an overtime build out.
Yeah.
Where you get the basic schematic of like how you want the like external skeleton of the gym to look.
Yeah.
You put the machines in, then you get the clients in, and as you're starting to bring money in, then you make the rest of the changes, like the recovery room or whatever you have in mind. That's a very drawn out process. And
dude, it's a lot.
It's tough.
Yeah.
We just need to find a few like big investors to help.
Shout out investors. Just like
investors, what's good?
Hit us up. But yeah, dude. I mean, like I guess the whole point of this episode is talking kind of our experience as to building a fitness business. But I think at the end of the day, like there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes as well. Like we were talking about online training. We're talking about scaling, but even just what we do now, like a lot of people be like, man, your job is so fun. You just like count reps.
I hear it all
the
time.
You just get to hang out.
Bro, that's the surface level.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you know how many times I have to like spend hours doing programming?
Yeah.
Constantly walking clients off cliffs when they had like a chocolate bar or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like talking about diet, talking about I want to lose weight, and then it's like, okay, I want to work on my legs. Okay, it's this, it's that.
They're like, I want to lose weight in 2 weeks, and you're like, why didn't you tell me this 3 months ago?
There's a lot of like people managing, and there is a lot of back end stuff. Like tons of programming needs to be done. You got to be on top of your clients doing their programming. Obviously, there's a bit of a sales aspect to it. I'm lucky, and I think you are too, in the position where we're just like working off referrals right now. We have a good network. But as someone who wants to start out, there's a lot that goes into it. My recommendation for people that have considered being in the fitness industry or a trainer or something like that, if you're passionate about fitness, is like start working at a gym, like learn the basics of the business, learn how to train people, the different types of personalities.
Learn if you're good with people.
Maybe see if this is right for you.
Maybe you're shit with people.
Right? And then you build, it takes a couple years, but you build up a bit of a reputation, you get good results, and then you can start to branch out and like start doing it one-on-one where you just take most of the money that you're making and you pay like a rental fee, like what we do here, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of scale that way.
There's enough piece of the pie for everybody.
Yeah,
especially
it goes
like,
so many ways.
It's such a positive...
and it's a fun, it's a fun job,
business, dude. Right? Like you're helping someone feel better, look better,
it's just
perform better over
dopamine overload.
So like it's a good industry to be in.
Yeah.
Here's a couple ending questions.
Yep.
A bit of a shorter main episode, but that's okay. We're gonna post it as a main one because it's a cool topic.
Yeah.
First question I have for you: how long did it take? And this is after you were given clients. How long did it take you to go from early stages, like 1, 2, 3 clients, to the point where you are now, and you have a full roster, to the point where he's like, "Yo, Vic,
like
I have another person
I physically can't take any more people.
Yeah. Can you train them because like I don't have the time?" And I'm like, Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it. But you're gonna get to a point where you're probably close, where you're like running out of.
I still got
Yeah, 'cause
like,
you
I
also
got 10, 11, 12.
This is like my main.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm here. I can be here 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
And at 45, like my main thing is fitness. You still have your other side stuff that you're working on.
Yeah.
So, for you, it makes sense to have a little less availability per se. But
Yeah.
anyways, I think for me, I would say I've been doing it
Do a
for
front raise.
one more. I've been doing it for 16 years now, almost. I would say it probably took about 8 to 10 to get to this point.
And get in the frame, bro.
Oh, sorry.
And how would you say your main like theory or strategy was to acquire more clients? Were you was it you just leaving it organically and hoping that the people you were training would talk to other people, or?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, like in the early stages, like I said, in the first couple years I worked at a gym. So it was like, I didn't do anything. I just had to train. I had to do some personal training sales. So I spent a lot of time doing that, and I learned a lot about sales and like
That's where the charisma came from.
Yes, exactly. And how to pitch clients and like talk about goals, whatever, from like a sales perspective. But for me to get to the point where I'm like, turning people away because I'm really, really busy and I can be more selective and all the experience that I've gathered over the years, it took about 10 years. I would say since maybe 2020 was when it really started to kick off. And that predominantly was referrals.
Okay, so it was before the 2020 time frame, which is about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So 6 years, not 10. You had just like
A couple clients.
You had just like a random clients. It's kind of like a side hustle.
I spend more time
at a 45.
Like doing my full-time job there.
Yeah.
And I train 10 to 20 people, 10 to 20 hours extra per week just for additional income.
Yeah, and it was
Right?
at our old, got it.
Yeah, and then eventually it just started becoming more people.
Yeah.
Referrals,
More interest.
right? Like people got good results, they got referrals,
Yeah.
and it just kind of exponentially grew from there. So definitely I think a big part of it was time and experience. It's like just overtime.
Yeah.
And because I've worked at every gym in the GTA,
You
like
have a good network.
people know in the industry, it's like, you know what Matt is, right?
Yeah.
No big deal. So obviously, like you had to build, that's why if I were to move or something,
You start from ground zero.
it would be tough because I'd have to develop a whole new reputation, which is why I started focusing on the online stuff. So
That's anywhere.
you can, if you get a decent amount of, not necessarily followers, but like a good network of people, and you have like you said, testimonials and results and stuff like that, it's easier to translate to that anywhere. And I think that's the appeal for a lot of people for online training.
Yeah.
Is it's so scalable and it's like a work from anywhere dream.
You're a digital nomad. You could go to fucking Dubai.
As long as you got a
wherever.
laptop, you could do whatever. And there have been some people that I personally know that have had tons of success.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's the same concept as starting training from scratch. You're building your online platform from scratch.
Yeah.
It's like doing the whole process all over, but I think it's a lot faster. Online is more exponential.
You need to make sure you have the systems in place.
Exactly.
Which is like this, I think the hardest part, to get everything set. Which program for what person, make sure you have a certain amount of programs that actually work. And then these are things that you'll have to just spend your time to maintain on a monthly basis and make things harder and progress them and everything. It's a whole thing.
It is,
but
And also just like being on all the time. Like if you're in a shitty mood, you can't be in a shitty mood when you're with clients, right? Like there's so much that we could talk more about, like the mental and psychological aspects, because some of my clients, I love them to death, but
it's a lot of energy.
Oh, buddy.
There's a big energy exchange.
Like sometimes they'll just like kick the door down.
Some
You won't
days
believe what happened today, and I'm like, okay, well we're gonna squat, but sure, let's talk about that too. Which again, I don't mind. I think you have to remember at the end of the day that this line of work is a straight up personality people business.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like doing that and you can't manage personalities and like you have to know a lot about your clients, like all their life.
And you need to have like a bit of an intuitive
definitely like
as
emotional
well.
intelligence. anyways, that was a fun.
Yeah, it was an interesting chat.
Yeah, just
hopefully what we were
not
talking
quick
about
pumps,
made sense.
not full pumps, but yeah, a little insight as to how the fitness industry works right now, and also like kind of our experience.
Yeah,
with it.
exactly. Made a lot of our own experience
Yeah.
in there, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see
guys.
you guys in the next one.
Adios.
We're back at it. Peace.
All right. Hopefully this
Peace
is
and
quality.
blessings.
Peace and blessings.